If you've studied storytelling to any degree, you will have noticed that in a long story, you see it a lot in the movies, there are always little stories within the main story. And this is usually brought about by conflict between personalities, between characters, as they move through the main story. And this adds interest. For example, if you get a group of 3 or 4 people in a story and everybody gets along fine, there's no conflict, there's no ego, everybody's so well adjusted no arguments occur, it would be pretty boring. Unless, of course, the adversary was something out of nature, with perpetually battling and overcoming rivers and waterfalls and climbing mountains and so forth. Even then, it wouldn't be as interesting unless there's some sort of conflict between the people involved. You might remember that story, the Guns of the Navarone, 1960 film, came out years ago. Conflict between 2 of the main actors. One was going to kill the other at some time because of some sort of revenge. So there was conflict there. You see this a lot. Stories within stories. If you're a storyteller and you're going to tell a long story, a really long story, maybe 40, 50 minutes, if you can, put in sub-stories within it based on characters, on the conflict between them. Of course, they have to resolve it all at the end, unless, of course, one of them gets killed off or something like that. They become friends and so forth. And the story, whatever it is, whatever they were having to overcome in the first place, reaches an end, and they all end happily ever after. Or they don't. But whatever it is, put little stories within the main story, if the long story is long enough to do that.